Hello and welcome to SportsVision, the magazine. Mike Cragen here along with Bear Cragen. Without our compadres Fajita Pelo and Joseph Pelo on a well-deserved vacation here this Christmas break. And we would like to welcome you to SportsVision, the magazine. We've got lots of action still. Bradley wrestling, Cleveland wrestling. We also have a little bit of middle school wrestling and a special visit from Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus from last year's show. And we are ready to show you what's going on here tonight. We have Bradley Invitational this week. 23 teams were there. Let's take a look at what happened as we go along here, starting out with Cleveland and Bradley. Danny Coleman of Cleveland, and it's Blake Tinsley of Bradley in the opening match. This is the championship round, ladies and gentlemen. There they are, Danny Coleman on top in the Cleveland blue, and Blake Tinsley. These are highly ranked, probably the 1 and 2 men in the state at 103 pounds. They met in the championship. Coleman there getting a takedown, 4-2. He leads 2-0 after the first period. Headed into the second period, Coleman would get in deep and end up with another takedown on a little dump here, single leg, and he ends up with a 4-0 lead. And that would be the final score of that match, as two great competitors at 103 pounds, Danny Coleman, Blake Tinsley. Here it is, another Bradley-Cleveland matchup at 119. This is the championship round also. Sean Cordell of Bradley versus Pete Miller of Cleveland, Coach Al Miller's son, just a sophomore. Sean Cordell, two-time state champ from Bradley, a junior. And Sean Cordell dominated this match here, ladies and gentlemen. Ended up with a technical fall over Pete Miller of Cleveland. As Bradley and Cleveland match up again, that would make it 1-1, Bradley and Cleveland so far, when they would meet 4 times during this evening. Here we go. This is the 125-pound final. This is Bradley's Mark Fuller against a Brentwood entrant at 125. This is for first and second place. Brentwood would come away here with a victory. Going to end up getting a takedown right here, as you will see, momentarily against Mark Fuller, a sophomore. Mark Fuller, a lot of promise right here, and there is the takedown. Brentwood going up 2-0 over Bradley's Mark Fuller at 125. There's a referee, and there's Coach Logston and Coach Laxton. Sounds like a law firm, doesn't it? Who's that? Travis Cragen is facing the middle of everything as usual, and here we are with a little more action from that match. Fuller gets taken down almost again, but does fight it off right here. And Mark Fuller at 125, a promising young sophomore, wrestling a young man from Brentwood, and does right there. Toes are in a circle. The refs are going to confer, and yes, they are going to award the takedown, making it 4-0 for the wrestler from Brentwood. Fuller is going to end up, this is Jake West, excuse me, we're on to 130 pounds. Jake West wrestling from behind right here. He was down 2-0, ends up with a reversal and back points. He is going up 6-4 at this point. And Jake West all over his man now at the 130-pound championship final. Jake would come away with a victory for the Bradley Central Bears as they placed 10 men in the finals, would come away with 7 champions. We're going to show you the rest of them as we go here. And this is Jake West again, going to hold on for the victory. He's up by 1 point here, time running down, and here it is. The referee's going to stop it right there. Time ran out. We move on to 135-pound match, another Bradley-Cleveland affair, and this is Matt Morgan of Cleveland. And is there control there? They give him a 2, and then they wipe off the 2. This is Jesse Baker for Bradley wrestling Matt Morgan of Cleveland. And the time would run out. They would get out of bounds. Time running out right there, and the referees would confer. And the Cleveland Middle School coach, who also fronts as a referee, says we're overruled and awards it to Cleveland. And you wonder why he's there. Anyway, it's 2-0. Matt Morgan at this point, but Jesse Baker would come back. He would end up escaping right here, facing up for 1 point. And Baker is 2-1 down now. We're in the second period of this match. Very tightly contested match at 135 pounds. Bradley Invitational this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Baker looks like he's taken down. He is going to save this right here and turn it into 2 points for himself, because he's going to come down on the mat with control. 3-2, Jesse Baker, Matt Morgan. 2 good wrestlers, both ranked in the state. Matt Morgan is trying to escape now as he takes down in the third period, doing all kinds of rolls, moves, Granbys, and everything else, and having trouble getting away from Jesse Baker. Riding on top, and we're getting down to just a few seconds left. Morgan about to escape in time to win the match, but who's going to win the battle right right there. It is Baker who comes out on top right there, ends up hanging on, and we'll show you the last seconds of that match. Again, at the very end, hanging on. Matt Morgan does not score. Very disgruntled right there, as at 135 pounds, Jesse Baker first, Matt Morgan of Cleveland second. 140-pound match, a lot of controversy here. As I said, the Cleveland Middle School coach, rivalry of Ocoee, who has a lot of kids that feed into the Bradley system. This is Michael Cragen, who you all know has to be the Ocoee Middle coach's son right here. And this guy used to coach at the same school that this kid is wrestling for, Jefferson County, as refereeing this match. I only bring that up for one reason. We're looking right here. We'll count off the seconds in a moment, but we get down to the pin situation. This is Scooter Houston, a number 2 ranked kid in the state, versus Michael Cragen, number 1 ranked kid in the state at 140 pounds. And now start to see if there's a pin. Ladies and gentlemen, this goes on for over a minute. I'm counting the seconds: 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. They said he was teetering. 1,005, 1,006, 1,007, 1,008. Seconds right there. I don't know. Did you see any teeter, or did you see it pretty flat? There wasn't a whole lot of air underneath there. But again, this guy used to coach at that school and coach this guy's big brother as an assistant. And kind of wonder why that went on. But here you go again. This is another situation later. All right, check it out. You don't see any air right there. Cheerleaders, everybody else sitting on the other side, were wondering what the heck was going on right here. There is another 5 seconds. 1,001. Both hands are pinned to the mat now. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005. I would say at least 13 seconds there where he was flat on the mat. And for some reason, motive of which we do not know, it was not given. That's all I got to say about that. All right, here we go on to the next match, and this is at 152, I believe, coming up here after we get the victory there at 140 pounds for Michael Cragen. That is Dustin Catlett. This was a 28-second championship final pin, ladies and gentlemen, by Dustin Catlett, who was voted the outstanding wrestler in the tournament because he made short work of everybody he faced, and he also had the most pins in the shortest amount of time, pinning his way all the way to and through the finals. 28-second pin right here. Dustin Catlett, the outstanding wrestler of the Bradley Invitational. And that guy just said what hit me right there. Dustin Catlett, great job and great tournament. Here we are. We skipped to 171 pounds. We'll be back to 160 momentarily. This was a matchup that was looking forward to by everyone. Cleveland, Nathan Jones versus Bradley's Bryant Blackman. And Nathan Jones with a takedown right there. And Nathan Jones pretty well in control of this match from start to finish, as Blackman gets turned over for some back points right there. It ends up being a major decision for Nathan Jones. It's 4-1 after the first period, headed into the second. And Jones, again, is going to score some points here at the beginning of the second period with a reversal, and is going to end up getting the 2 points right about there. And also a few back points right there. Bryant Blackman would rally a little bit towards the end, started coming on. He would pick up 2 more points, as you can see right here, on a reversal of his own. Towards the end of the match, though, it was too little too late, as Nathan Jones, a winner at 171 pounds in a Bradley-Cleveland matchup. First place Jones, second place Bryant Blackman. Here we go now to the 100 and let's get the handshake here first, and the raising of the hand for Nathan Jones. There we go. Now we are at the 189-pound match. This is Josh Cooper of Bradley. A very nice surprise for Coach Logson right here. He's not known that much coming into the season. The first-year starter, he's a junior, and he gets taken down early in the match for 2. Comes back to tie the match right at the end of the first period here. They'll tie it up at 2 points apiece. Josh Cooper right here wrestling quite well. Look at this. He looks like he is taken down, but he will turn it into 2 for himself for the lead. Josh Cooper right there it is, and he takes the lead in the match. Josh Cooper at 189 pounds for Bradley, one of the 7 finalists, would go on and win 6-2. Now we are at the 215-pound match, not the 250-pound final match. We didn't get that one on tape. We had a battery problem, but this is Josh Bonham from Cleveland, your 215-pound championship winner. This is a semifinal match. He's just destroying his opponent out there. Josh Bonham, a great tournament. Was considered, I know, highly Bailey for the outstanding wrestler in the tournament. Close decision in the final, though, 2-1. But you see him right here in the semifinal, manhandled his opponent. The odds-on favorite to win the 215-pound state championship, Cleveland's Josh Bonham. Great job by Josh Bonham right there. Now we move on to the 160-pound match, the mighty Quinn Gibson. And he toyed through the field right here, did Quinn. You'll see how easy this is. It doesn't even look like he's trying out there. And Quinn Gibson, all the way through the tournament this way, manhandling everybody he got a hold of. And the mighty Quinn, as I said, it just looks like he's just messing, just like a cat messing with a mouse before he goes in for the kill. The mighty Quinn Gibson right here is going to end up with a pin, and he's going to take him to his back right here in a shallow's cradle. Oh, no, he doesn't. The guy stands up, and Quinn goes out of bounds with him right there. But right here, Quinn will turn him with a bar, and here it comes. Right about now. Going to his back. Gibson scoring back points right there. Going to end up here momentarily with a pin in the third period. Right there, we're still in the middle of the second period. This is an outstanding young man, ranked #1 in the state, ladies and gentlemen, and my money says he'll win it. Here's the final in the 160-pound Quinn Gibson with the pin in the third period of his opponent from Maryville in the 160-pound weight division. Going to move on now to the heavyweights. Yes, I said heavyweights, and I know this doesn't look like a heavyweight underneath there. That's Cleveland's Michael Hampton in the blue, probably barely weighing 189 pounds. I understand he has to eat to get up to 189, so he can bump up and wrestle the heavyweight division. As you know, there's a 189-pound class, a 215-pound class, and then heavyweight. He has to be over 189 to be bumped up to all the way to the heavyweight class. Check out the weight difference, but check out the muscle tone and the cut difference, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Hampton, sophomore football player, fullback for Cleveland, out for just about his 4th year of wrestling. He is in the finals in the heavyweight division. Cleveland does not have anybody bigger than him that's really any better than him. He has to go against Drew Helmstetter and Josh Bonham right there in the 189 and 215. So he moves all the way up to heavy to start. Dominated the tournament, though. Took care of several guys oversized compared to him, including this young man right here, who in a moment you will see hit his back and not get back up until he's mad enough to pound the mat. Right here it is, Michael Hampton trying to get the pin from Cleveland to nail down the heavyweight championship at the Bradley Invitational this weekend. 23 teams there, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm telling you, it was a great tournament, some great competition. 23 teams, the final match of the evening in the finals, the final match of the tournament. Michael Hampton gets the pin. Not too happy as the opponent, but hey, if I was that much bigger than that guy, I'm not saying nothing. There we go. Bradley, 303.5 points is your winner. Cleveland, the runner-up, 254 points. There they are, your champions. We just went through them a little bit ago. We'll let you take a short look at them and move on to the next graphic right here. There it is now. Some of the other people that you didn't see that got a chance to place. Blake Tinsley, Pete Miller, Mark Fuller, Matt Morgan, and Bryant Blackman all took second. And in third place, Taylor Clement of Cleveland at 112, Matt Bailey 215 for Bradley. Fourth place, Jameson Cagle. I misspelled that on my sheet there. Jameson Cagle, 140 pounds. He was fourth place. Fifth place was Derek Harrison at 152. 184, Drew Helmstetter. 189, Drew Helmstetter. Sixth place, Jimbo Nichols and Tommy Odell, 130, 160, both Cleveland wrestlers. And during that tournament, Nathan Jones, who we showed you was a champion at 171 pounds, he notched his 140th wins, most in the history of Cleveland High School. And we've got some more history to come back and show you, some more wrestling and some more things about Christmas time right after this word.
Hi, dessert fellas. We have several homemade pies. Yummy. Pecan pie, blueberry, strawberry cheesecake. Favorites. You got milkshakes. You put a scoop of vanilla ice cream in. It's not really fresh.
Want to get a great style restaurant burger without the restaurant? The $6, $3.95 at Artie's.
At Check into Cash, we turn cash instantly. No, it's not magic. It's just what we do. Anytime you have an unexpected expense and need a payday, Check into Cash can make it happen. At Check into Cash, you write us the first check and you get the cash you need instantly. We'll hold your check up to 14 days. You can be in and out within minutes. The next time you need quick cash for whatever reason, go to Check into Cash. Cash. It's quick, easy, and confidential. Our buildings and employees do more than take up space. We're more than just checkbooks and loan applications. Part of this community, just as the community is part of us. Our people have been here for years. We've worked alongside you at the Heartwalk United Way. We reinvest our time and money, which adds to the quality of life in Bradley County. Any bank can lend. It takes a neighbor to lend a hand. First time, all things for now. All things.
Welcome back to SportsVision, the magazine. Mike Cragen, again, as you see, without the vacationing, Joe and Fajita Palo, Bear and I are going to loan it here tonight, and we have lots of action for you. You want to listen to something about Brent Welch, who had himself a little child here over the Christmas week, and we went to the Lake Forest Ocoee at Lake Forest student body match. Let's take a look.
We've got a present from the Ocoee team. There you go. Congratulations. Brent, Dwight, Joanna, Brianna. Thank you, Coach.
Brent and Joanna with Joanna daughter Brianna right here. We started at 78 pounds. Hunter Randolph of Ocoee looking good. There's a little break in the tape there, doing a little editing error that yours truly did earlier, but allowed there by Hunter Randolph, as he's going to end up getting the victory at 78 pounds. There's the pin by Cradle. Hunter Randolph for in the first match. On to the second match. This is Matt Cohn versus Craig Hembry, and Matt Cohn controlled the match, but Craig Hembry is going to come back here and end up scoring the win. But Matt Cohn in control right now of Ocoee, but give Craig Hembry credit because he was fighting to avoid the pin himself. And here it is, he was up getting a pin for Blake in front of the student body Lake Forest. This was 30 ladies the week before this. Craig Hembry right here with the pin, and there's the ref going to slap the mat right there. Moving on to one, Josh Disney, and Josh Disney on the wrestling. Dad helps out as an assistant. Joey wrestling squad, and there is Josh Disney. A major decision. He's going to get the pin, but score points. Pounds got to 91 pounds. This is Dave Lang. It's a long train. Bradley wrestler Gold, and of course senior. Also Bradley way back there in the set. A lot of the two long right there. He is David Mang, and for Ocoee is going to score a pin as win. Now to Tanner throw. Justin throw with the action up for with a player right here. Tanner giving man legs, and with power take Justin back to his and throw it in with right for just a moment here because he's got skipping now there and with a at 100 pounds and slap. Okay, 1 pound Lake Forest and Joey Travis. Nice snap double right cradle, and it was a quick at the beginning of the match at 115 pounds. Travis for Joey. 100 pounds, and they were quite a scramble up to let the fight to scramble to the and scoring a right there. Blake right there, but Johnson would fight through it, out of it. He's going to end up getting between Blake 3 points, but Johnson would be the winner. 5 Colton Wayne Johnson in the blue with an would come back with pin. The Smith. He will power early in for Ocoee right here. He's going to back real good. 131 Ocoee with the. Now here we go to Lake Forest. This 141 right here. Get the pin. And rest. A lot of Ocoee are pretty new. And Watson with the pin right for Lake. One pound. He's right here amongst them. Very good. And improved. Best. Travis Reagan. Justin. Pin. The old. Ocoee right now. Matt Farr. Take Matt. And Matt Farr was a decision. And Ross Weaver at 180 for Ocoee won, and at 215 Vince Gibson won for Ocoee. So Ocoee over Lake Forest in that match. And speaking of middle school or elementary wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, the Bradley Wrestling Club is taking signups right now. It's coming up here. The club will be held. The signups will be held at Bradley Central High School Wrestling Building on Sunday, December 29th, 2 to 4. Monday, December 30th, 6:30 to 7:30. Saturday, January 10:30 to 12. Sunday, January 5th, 2 to 4. There's two numbers. Pay attention to those bottom of the screen so you don't miss this. 472-8672. That's Alan Morris or Dan Disney. 728-4798. And if anything else you find here, want to call the station or call me, I can let you know for the Bradley Wrestling Club signups. And I got to let you know right now, we got to head to another commercial break so we can get everything in. We'll see you in a moment.
Also, Cleveland Chiropractic Clinic license two in-house complete insurance filing is 20 emergency phone 472-140.
Christmas, hope you look for our special New Year's of some of the year. Last Christmas, we're going to see a little repeat of what happened there. We hope you enjoy it, and we all have a holiday. We'll see you next week on Magazine.
It's okay. Cut. Oh. like you do. Really cool. You
Jessica Connor to the office. Jessica Connor to the office.